going to start with a jazz song called Mercy, Mercy, Mercy.
So the three of us are going to play that, and then after that, Rachel's going to pop up and kind of give a little summary of Anna's high school. So Anna's kind of turned into a little, I guess courtesy of Mike, she's turned into a little bit of a jazz person. So our apologies if you can't stand jazz.
Thank you.
All right. Take it away, Anna. Rachel's gonna come up and give a little.
Well, I just wanted to say a little something about Anna. I was her mom and teacher from 1st through the 10th grade. And what a privilege that was. She was pretty much the easiest kind of student to teach, as she's always had such an immense love of learning. And she also has a really unusual ability to focus and keep on track, keep on target. That's really helpful when you homeschool. She seriously almost never procrastinates. She gets her stuff done on time and early. Though she was our guinea pig for homeschooling and she suffered through many of our failings, she did it with a lot of patience. Anna's great love from a young age has been books. We used a curriculum that was literature based, where she read more books than I can count. I think one of my favorite parts of homeschooling girls was the hour or so that we spent every day reading out loud together. I think we all looked forward to that time every day. It was a time of great peace. Anna, I'm so glad you love stories as much as I do. And is it any surprise that Anna's going to be majoring in English? I'm not surprised. I want to take a moment to tell you about what an amazing girl she is. Homeschoolers tend to not get a lot of recognition, not a lot of awards for them. So here's our chance. Throughout her high school career, she's maintained a 4.0. That includes 2 years of regular high school, where we did that at home, and then she went to Running Start through YVC, and she earned an AA, and with 4 point. She's an excellent student. She excels especially in sciences and in writing. And she's a very gifted writer, who I think is especially gifted in poetry. Anna also has excelled in music. She has played the piano since she was in the 1st grade and has used this hard-earned ability to provide accompaniment at Bible Study Fellowship since she was in middle school. She's also a valued member of our church worship team and has volunteered endless hours every year throughout her high school time playing piano and keyboard. She plans to keep playing piano in college, which I'm thrilled about. Her dorm has several pianos in it, which she's very excited about, and she's signed up for a jazz ensemble. So we're super excited about that. Let's see. She also sang in a homeschool choir for many years with friends, and she learned to sing the alto, and she's a very strong alto. And I think some of the highlights of the homeschool choir they were in, they had a chance to sing the national anthem at a Pippins game, and also the Canadian and U.S. anthem at a professional hockey game in Tri-Cities. It was very cool. Another great love of hers is drama. Anna took part in the Home League drama class all 4 years of high school and thoroughly enjoyed that time with her sisters and her friends. On top of all this, Anna skied on the White Pass ski team all 4 years of high school. Our girls train Friday and Saturday, so they have to be disciplined and get all their schoolwork done in 4 days for 5 months of the year. Anna started ski racing in 8th grade when most kids begin when they're in elementary school. Basically, she had a lot of catching up to do. She had to learn to ski 3 different disciplines: slalom, giant slalom, and super G. And I gained so much respect for her that first year she joined the team. Her teammates weren't too friendly to start with, and she had to learn in one season what they'd been learning since they were about 8. She gutted it out, and she surprised her coaches and I think herself how quickly she picked it up. Racing has been her dream, and though training can be very difficult and in the worst possible weather, she always faced it with a smile because she truly just plain loves to ski. Besides school, skiing, and music, Anna also has been a strong and steady ranch hand. She has spent countless hours herding cattle, digging post holes, stringing fences, walking fence lines, vaccinating cows and goats, working the head catch, moving irrigation hand lines. Sound familiar, you guys? Unclogging sprinklers, pulling calves, bottle feeding baby goats, etc. The skill set she has from being raised on a cattle ranch is quite unusual these days. But I think she recognizes the uniqueness of it and what a privilege it is to be a part of this world. You get a front row seat to observe nature at its best and its worst. It's beautiful and harsh, funny and heartbreaking, life-giving, gut-wrenching, peaceful and violent, but mostly something we just really can't control. Anyhow, some of our life must have made an impression on her as she's going to be minoring in rangeland management at MSU.
I'm going to do a quick little send-off if you want to come up here, Anna. I wanted to say thanks to her sisters who kind of put a lot of the decorations together. I came out this morning as we were getting ready to go to church, and the chairs were all out in this sort of amphitheater thing, and the only thing out here was that gurney in the center of it. And I thought, boy, that looks like I'm going to do some kind of a dissection or a demonstration. So it came together pretty nice. Well, thanks again to all you guys for being here. It means so much to us. You guys have had an awful lot to do with Anna's growth and development, and I was thinking back to when you were a baby and we dedicated you at church, and people kind of commit to help you raise your kids and help them along in the faith, and some of you are here today all these years later, and a lot have joined us later on, so that means so much to us. You've been generous with your love and support. You've shared your kids with our kids who've grown up together, and it means so much. And you know, we've needed all the help we could get raising these kids. Anna's been, you know, pretty easy for the most part, but she's had her moments. Of all my kids, she's got some unique abilities. Like for example, none of the kids or us have yet broken. Well, Rachel has. She's broken a couple of bones, but Anna's done it 3 times over, and the other kids haven't even come close. She's been able to. She's got a special talent for things like falling down and getting tangled up in an electric chicken wire, while the rest of us are scrambling to undo it before we get shocked into oblivion. Here recently, she was putting some ice cream away and she tried to cut her foot off. So I think she's hopefully growing out of the accident-prone part. But despite all of that, she's still a heck of a skier and motorcycle rider. And I'm gonna miss her a whole lot. That's for sure. She's been my motorcycle buddy and my Star Trek buddy and ham radio buddy since she was 11. And there's nothing more fun than skiing with your kids and doing these things. She's been a right-hand man running the head gate and all these things. So I guess one I want to say, I could go on and on about this, of course, but is that as you go forward into the world, I think what we have here is what I hope you have someday. These are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with. The kind of people that will hold you accountable, love you, support you, and that you'll reciprocate too. So that, you know, as you go forth in the world and do whatever you do, my hope is that you work hard, that you're generous and loving, and seek the Lord in what you do, and seek out a community like this. We've been so blessed, and so I hope you remember this day and these people here, because this is really what I hope for you to have as well. So anyway, thank you again for being here for this. And now, I think our sisters are going to say something briefly, and then Anna's going to have a little thing, and then we'll get to the food and all that here quickly. So who's Nora?
I just want to say how proud I am of you. It's you. And you really inspired me. Yes. I'm always like that too.
Thank you so much.
Claire, you gonna
Am I supposed to pop up there or should I stay back here?
whatever's natural.
Not talking in front of a bunch of people. Fine. Okay. Well, you are a great inspiration to me, and you've always been like the best older sister. You've always been so helpful to me and stuff, and I just want to let you know how proud I am of all your accomplishments, and thank you for being the best big sister ever. My favorite older sister too. And I don't know who I'm gonna watch scary shows with and say no, nope, no, no with now. So I don't know. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and just thank you, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
And before you get into your thing, I almost forgot. To help you remember this place when you go off to big fancy Montana, and who knows if you'll ever come back. But I found this dude in Nebraska who made us this buckle for you.
Oh my goodness. It's our brand.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. That's awesome. Thank you, Dad.
So there you go.
Wow. This is awesome.
Okay, so before you come up, all graduations have to have a little pomp and circumstance. So I'm going to see if I can muddle through this real quick, and then you can do your thing here. So, all right, here we go. No. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
so much for coming. It really means a lot. So, as you all know, I'm going to be going to Montana State University. I'm sorry, I know. I almost went to U of M, but
You can always transfer after 2 years. For a kid like you.
so, as Mom said, I've always loved reading books, and in high school I was able to have the opportunity to take some classes where I kind of analyzed literature and was able to use literature to kind of look at the human experience, and that's something that I really enjoy and want to pursue. So that's why I'm going to be majoring in English. And then, like Mom said, agriculture has always been a really important part of my life, and I feel like it's a really important field. So I'm going to be minoring in rangeland ecology and natural resources, which is basically learning how to properly manage pastures and the natural resources around you. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a jazz ensemble, so hopefully next time we have big get together, it can be some slightly better jazz. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here, even though it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside. So I better throw this for it to be official.
Claire, well, I guess if anybody wants to say something, you certainly can. Otherwise, Claire is going to pop up and tell us about refreshments. And I think as they go and scurry about, we can play those other two tunes. What are the two tunes going to be?
So one's going to be called Summertime, and the other is called Black Orpheus.
So as you're
Good songs.
going about, we'll play those. So, Claire.
Well, first, does anyone want to say anything?
Going once, twice, 3 times. All right, you're out.
Okay. There isn't much to say except I'm gonna go get some. There's gonna be some cupcakes and some brownies and some sponge candy. There are no nuts, right? No nuts in any of this stuff. And there are drinks in the cooler. Feel free to make Italian sodas. There's lemonade in the blue drink container and water in the orange one, and cherries and chips. So just help yourselves.
And Claire did a huge amount of the food preparation, so thank you to you for the food. All right, well, thanks everybody. You can make yourself comfortable and get some food if you want, and we'll play a couple of songs. It's over on the lunch.
And I played the trombone. And the trombone didn't have a very exciting part. This song was like,
You're in it. It's for your grandmother. So, yeah, there you go.
Should
Just whatever you want to say to your grandmother.
Okay. Just tell me when. Hi, Grandma. I'm sorry you can't be here, but I hope this video gets you. So I just kind of gave a little speech. I'm going to be studying English literature because I've always loved reading books and seeing how stories fit into the human experience. I'm going to be minoring in rangeland ecology because I love agriculture, and I got into this class. It's a jazz ensemble, so that will be super fun. So hopefully I can come back and play some cool jazz for you. I hope you feel better soon.